Greetings. My name is Monique and I'm the Moon Mama. How are y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. Well, it's Sunday. It's the beginning of a new week. That's the cycle. A week is a cycle, a month is a cycle. From 1 year is a cycle. A day is a cycle. A night is it's everything is cycles. There's just we just live inside of these cycles, and they are beautiful because they also give us a chance to uplevel our lives. So today the sun is in Aquarius. The sun is at 19th degree of Aquarius and the moon is in Sagittarius. And so one of the things that's really incredible right now is that how I see how the universe brings us into new ways of being. It's such a delightful dance, right? So we're moving into the age of Aquarius. This is something that's really been happening for probably since 2012, right? But now we're moving more rapidly. This is a period of time. This age of Aquarius will go on for 2,000 years or 24,000 years, right? Like we're moving out of one way of being and into the new way of being. And so the universe, what it did was it brought Saturn and Jupiter into Aquarius, which meant like, okay, that's a whole new frequency because Saturn means we're going to change the way we do our cause and effect, what we put out, what we give back. It means it's going to be in the age of Aquarius. So it's like we're going to create new causes and effects. Like we're going to start doing things in a different way. And that means from the age of Aquarius, it means that we have to come into this foreign experience. We have to step out of our comfort zones and into the unknown. And then Jupiter came, right? And they conjuncted one another, that great conjunction, which I'm still doing these readings. So if you'd like to do a great conjunction reading, I encourage you. If you're interested in understanding how the age of Aquarius is impacting you and how you can move yourself more gently into it, sign up for, register for a Jupiter in retrograde. Jupiter, Saturn, the great conjunction in Aquarius. And so Jupiter is like faith. It gives us the faith that we need. It's like we're going to need faith to do this new thing, right? And faith is a real energy. It's a belief or a knowing in yourself without seeing it first. So we have faith. And then Mercury came in Aquarius. So now our minds are like onto this new thing. What's the new way of being? What are the thoughts of God? What are the thoughts of our higher self? Because God is so ephemeral, but the higher self, we all have that. And then the sun came in. And so our personality is like, okay, I'm here. How can I be new? How can I be new? Which is why I'm teaching this Rebirthing the Authentic Self course, so that we can begin to step out of the old ways of being, because breaking free from the conditioning is damn near impossible in this country. So this is why we have to create rituals in order to do it, to get ourselves free. And then now we're about to have a new moon on the 11th, right? So the new moon is really like when we get pregnant with this energy of the age of Aquarius. And so that's what we're up to right now. And the sun is in Aquarius. And so I'll come back in a minute. I want to talk about that. But I had this interesting experience. The age of Aquarius is this energy of really being true to who you are. And I had a Zoom conference call yesterday with 3 of my girlfriends from college. I met one of them when I was 17 and the other 2 when I was 19. And it was so interesting because I see lately just that I've always been this person. I've always been the one that's like, like I was raised Christian and very Christian, but Christianity never worked for me. That's why I'm not a Christian now, because it didn't work. And what I mean when I say it didn't work, it would say ask and it's given. And I would ask and it wouldn't be given. It's like, this doesn't work. I would do the things that I'm supposed to do and I wouldn't get the results that I desired. So I realized that there was something misaligned for me. So I stopped being a Christian. But so I stopped being a Christian and started studying all religions. I'd studied Buddhism and Islam, and I studied, Hinduism. I've just studied, right? And studied metaphysics and astrology and all of that because I was really looking to understand the human experience and spirituality because I've always been really spiritual. And just being with my girlfriends yesterday, who I've known since I was a kid, and hearing them say, "You've always been saying this, you've always been doing this, you've always," was really profound because I was doing this when this wasn't popular. I was doing this when I felt like I was weird and people didn't believe me and people thought I was making up stuff and people I've been doing this all of my life, and it's really rewarding to do something all of your life and then get to a place where people see, the people you know, the people you love see and understand what you've been saying, and you're not weird anymore. But the age of Aquarius is about being weird. So I have had the courage all these years to stand for what I understood and believed, even though no one else did. And even though I was alone in it. And I will say that it has been lonely. It has been really lonely, but loneliness isn't something that I have rested in because I have been moving. I had just kept myself moving. So I want to encourage you to stay the course. And whatever it is you're doing, if people don't get it, if people don't believe you, if people don't understand, that's Aquarius. That is Aquarius. To be misunderstood is Aquarius. And at the 19th degree of Aquarius, it's about being of service. And we are here to serve. So those of us who get it, for those of us who understand that the world is changing and that we need to be different and that there's something, I encourage you to stay the course and find people like you who can assist you in staying open-hearted and not doubting and not giving up, because this is not a time to give up. This is a time we're just getting started. Like I said, everything just came into Aquarius. We're just getting started. And this is about a 200-year process of transformation because, every person on the planet has to go through the portal. And every person on the planet won't go through the portal. Some people will drop their bodies. They will die. And then come back as a new person, and they will go through the portal in that way because we just drop these bodies and come back again. Energy doesn't die; it just transforms. So, we're just reincarnating over and over and over again until we end that cycle and maybe go to Saturn. Anyway, so today is the sun is in Aquarius, our personality. And so we're coming into new ways of being. We're coming into who the divine, like Aquarius is the mind of God. It's governed by Uranus, and Uranus is currently in Taurus, and Taurus is the earth realm. So this unique, divine, godly energy is coming through us on the earth realm. And how do we do that? For me, that's why I've created the Rebirthing the Authentic Self course and the Mercury retrograde course in Aquarius to help us move into the query, to query what else is possible, who else is it for us to be, what else is available, who am I? One of the things that I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends yesterday, we were all talking, and she was saying she lost herself, and I just, many of us have lost ourselves or never even have known ourselves. And this is how the age of Aquarius is here for us to find ourselves. And so if you're someone who's gotten lost in the corporate rat race or the belief in the Western ideals that you need something outside of yourself and that, everything is out there and you're not enough, because that's what my thing was. Like, I just felt so entangled in the lies of lack and deprivation and, how horrible it was to be a Black person and the systems of oppression. All of that stuff was getting the best of me. And I just couldn't stay there, or the oppression of womanhood, or it's, the things that women do to one another. And I'm a part of that. I've done things, ignorantly believing that I needed to compete or that something was out to get me. And so it's important that we begin to shed those things. It's important that we begin to see who we really are. The moon today is in Sagittarius at 26 degrees, I believe. And the moon in Sagittarius is faith. It's really just this energy. Jupiter governs Sagittarius, Jupiter's in Aquarius. So all of this Aquarius energy, it's about having faith in ourselves. And what is faith? It's really believing and knowing something even though you don't see it. You might not get it. You might not have all the answers, but even though you don't see it, you can feel that there's more. And for me, for faith, what I do is I look at areas in my life where I've had to access faith. So, it's like I'll go, okay, well, remember you had a child and you didn't know what it was going to be like to raise a child who had Down syndrome, but you have faith and now he's great and he's thriving and all is well. So just go to things in your life where it worked out. Sometimes we tend to forget, and faith is a muscle that you build. And so it's about seeing with your third eye, seeing from the inside out. And when you can build the reality that you desire on the inside and you understand how the system works, that things are as above, so below, you know that the universe will bring what you have aligned yourself with internally to the external, because that's how it works. So you can have faith and know that the unseen will be seen, because that is what the universe does. It builds realities according to how you are aligned inside of yourself. So if you are doing your work and you know that you are holding the consciousness, that you are clearing the blocks, that you are doing the things to keep your mind in alignment and your heart connected, it will happen. It just has to. It cannot not. It's just how it is. So register for the Birthing Your Authentic Self course. That course includes the Mercury retrograde course. This new moon the new moon is coming in Aquarius. We're going to be doing a lot of work this week around the new moon and Aquarius. So I encourage you to join some of the things that I am creating to help us get where we're going in consciousness. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.